Hello and welcome to the Epic Understanding Show. We are here today with Amika Adams the first, where she is going to tell us about her journey from beauty to ashes. Welcome, Amika. Uh-oh, I think she might be having
Thank
a
you,
little.
Coach Love. Yeah.
All right, I'm so happy to have you here with us. Do me a favor, tell us about your journey from ashes to beauty.
Well, I actually was in an emotional situation in my marriage, and so I decided to definitely just make a change in my life and get out of the emotional roller coaster. So when I did, I wanted to reinvent myself. So I took that journey to leap of faith and leave and started from ground zero. I was unemployed. I went back to school for my second associate degree. I already had my computer networking degree. So I took my time and wrote down the things that I needed to do to reinvent myself. And I'm so glad I did.
So am I. So, what I'm hearing in your journey is that you took yourself all the way back down to rock bottom. And some of it was by choice, but some of it was due to your situation. And you managed to pull yourself up from that point. I want to hear about this idea of being a reinventing coach. What does that mean?
So I take an idea and I bring it to life. So I am a graphic designer,
Uh huh.
and so if you are an entrepreneur and you have a business and you have an idea, I can actually take that idea and give you a website, your colors, your logo to help you bring your idea to life. And if you are an aspired inventor, I can take your idea and help you patent it on a budget.
Oh my goodness. Did you say patent it on a budget? I love that.
Yes, I patent my idea right here, the locking fastener system, under $900.
Wow. And what is the average cost of getting your idea patent?
To start, to start to get it to what is it, the actual patent itself costs $10,000 just to start.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, in hiring you as a coach, they are actually saving thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Yes. So in my journey of learning that this idea for women that a bag for their heels for ballroom dancing, I realized that I wanted to know more about my product. So I went to a program and I
Uh-huh.
won third place, $2,000. And I asked women to what would they want in a purse for heels. And they told me, and this is where it is. It's now looking like almost a Coach bag, but inside the divider. And so I created the locking fastener system that will connect the strap to the purse. So with that, I learned so much about the product that now I'm sure that it will sell well. So that process was enlightening to me to step out of my comfort zone.
That is
And so there
fascinating.
you
So,
have it.
that's fascinating. Fascinating. So, you can help someone get a patent for $900 or so, and you can help them with graphic design.
Yes.
Yes. So tell me about the process that you go through in creating someone's graphic design.
So first, I want to get to know the person and what their hobbies are. If they are a mother, if they like their hobbies, what colors they like. So
Mm.
I recently did someone's website and
Uh-huh.
was talking to her, and I realized from what I was getting from her, she's a mother of three, has a husband, and I looked at her other website, but what I got was African descent, like
Uh-huh.
African patterns. So I
Mm-hmm.
started creating design for her. Come find out, she said my old boutique had African themes. I did not even
Oh,
know it.
wow. Oh, wow. So you're really
Yes,
using a
my
part
gift
of your
kicked
sixth,
in.
yeah, it's like a sixth sense that you have.
Well, I'm an actual person that is an artist, and my mom is an artist from birth, and my great grandmother is an artist. So I have it. I have that divine gift.
That is wonderful. Did you have anything that you wanted to show us today?
Um, well, my actual invention is right here. It's on my wrist, so it can turn into anything. So
Let's
this
see.
is going to replace the. Thank you. So this right here, it goes on actual purse, and it actually replaces anything that a buckle would be. So it can be a belt buckle, and it could even be on your overalls. So that's about my product.
Can you do us a favor and hold it up again? Your camera is freezing just a bit, and so hold it up again for us to see so that we can get a good look at it. Okay, I can tell that's very pretty. Perhaps, oh my, I really like that. I really like that. And does it have some bling on the side there? Hold that up. That is
Mhm.
pretty.
So I just created this. I just created. However, I have also the holder that can also bling. I bling it out.
Oh, that's lovely. You know, my favorite color is sparkle.
What?
That is
Every
gorgeous.
is that a color?
Yes, sparkle.
Thank you.
Sparkle is a color, I promise you. I love something with a bling to it. I used to have a little bling on my glasses. I don't currently, but I'm gonna have to get me some with, bling on them. But yes, I really do love the color.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. I have some blinged out tennis shoes too. I have some of those. So I am just
Goodness.
a girl
Well, I can
who,
just make my own, so I'm thinking about doing that.
oh yes, 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 yes. Um, I am thinking of getting me some pink chucks and blinging those out. I'll get them to say Coach Love.
Me
That would be
too.
amazing. So you can put your
Ooh.
invention on anything. You said you can put in a belt buckle, a watch. Did you say a watch?
So I created is this is just like a bracelet. So then say if you wanted it blinged out, you can put it on here.
Okay.
So I just created so I can make these off of a 3D printer and
Okay.
create my own, objects for it.
Can you show us? Can you kind of show us how that works?
Sure. Yes. Write it out. So it actually inside here there's a hole. So you
Okay.
and then here's the key. This is a key.
Okay.
push it down, and see, there's a hole here. So
Okay.
then you swivel it up.
Wow. That is
I'll show you on the
absolutely,
other side.
that
So
is
you slide it
so,
in,
uh-huh.
swivel it up. The
Okay.
only one in the world.
That is so cool. That is so cool. And it seems to
Thank you.
me that you can use that for multiple purposes. What have you seen people use it for? I mean, you talked about the belt buckle, which I think is really neat. I like that you have it on your arm because you can put several things in there. Okay. And what else do you think you could put it on a necklace, as a cute little holder.
Yes, yes.
As we're
I've had
talking,
it on a necklace too.
mhm. As we're talking, ideas are just bubbling up in my brain on how we could use those things.
Hmm.
And you know
Yes,
something?
thank you. So I'm working on,
You're working on what now?
go ahead.
You
I'm
said
just
you're
working
working
on
on.
my invention. Yeah, I'm working on this side of it of what multiple. I want to license this so a company can create different things for it. And then I'm looking to get my purse out of the manufacturer. I'm looking to raise $700 to get it out of the manufacturer and start crowdfunding for pre-sales. So I'm so close.
That is exciting. So when you start your pre-sales, be sure to let us know.
Oh, I will.
That is excellent. So let's talk about your coaching business. What is the process that you take your clients through?
Okay, so it's going to be 5 steps that I take them through to reinvent themselves.
Uh-huh.
The first one is yourself. You must forgive yourself if you want to move forward. So you have to wipe the slate clean.
Mm-hmm.
Second, introspection needs to take place, which is internally look at who you are right now. Write those things down in a journal and turn to the next page and do the third step, which
Wait,
is
before
reinvent.
before we move through all the steps, let's just unpack the first two because those are powerful. Those are powerful. I noticed that you said forgive yourself. Now, do you think that every single person needs to have forgiveness for themselves?
If they don't love, if you don't know if you love yourself, if you can't look in the mirror and say I love myself and without blinking and with a big smile, it's so important. So if you can't do those things and you ashamed to look at yourself, then there's
Mm-hmm.
a problem there. Then you know you don't love yourself and you
Mm-hmm.
need to.
Okay. So I'm going to say
And
what
that's
you're
the
really.
introspection, which is eternally.
Okay, your mic went out a little bit there, but just to go back to forgive yourself, what I'm hearing you say you really mean by forgive yourself is check your internal love meter for yourself. Make sure that you are practicing self-love. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's move on to introspection.
So internally taking time to look at who you are, the mirror work really helps. So you are the best person who you are. You need to be honest with yourself. And looking in the mirror is showing you the truth. And you want to acknowledge the truth about you, what you allow to happen to you. Don't happen to you unless you allow it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe. And so most things. And so with me being in that relationship that was emotional, um, roller coaster, then I had to say, hey, I stayed in it for those 8, 9 years. When I could got out, I got out, but I went back in. So I had to internally look at why was I doing that? And it was because I felt like I didn't deserve good love from someone. I needed to love myself. That's why.
I see. You know, really, what I'm also hearing from you is that you don't have to be in a perfect place to start your journey. And that's why you are reaching out to women and men who might be a little bit brokenhearted, but their dream is still, you know, doable. It's still, their passion is still hot. Their blood is still boiling for what's coming next for them. Amika? You know what? Thank you, audience. I appreciate your patience so much. Amika is having just a few technical difficulties, but her content is
Are you
so
ready for
very
number
worth.
3?
Yes, her content is so very worth it. I'm just thanking you all for your patience. So thank you for sticking with us through these technical difficulties. Okay, yes, Amika, please tell us number three.
Reinvent who I want to be or you want to be. Writing down in a journal the version you want to be. So I wrote down I wanted to be confident. I wanted to know what it's like to be a strong black woman.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to be a CEO. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to be a woman with values,
Uh-huh.
a woman who really wanted to help other women, but I knew I had to heal from my own self. So, with those good foundation of knowing who I am a creative lady. I am a woman who has things that I can share in life that I went through that can help others. So I am strong. So saying the things that I also am positive that I have within myself and really standing on those positive things about me. I'm an artist. I can look within a woman and see her pain and also be willing to help her with my graphic skills to help her to business. Things that I really know that I'm good at, I stand on those and celebrate those within myself. So I created a new me. I reinvented myself of those things that are on the paper. I worked hard to get to be that person. I wanted to be a person who was happy on the inside. And so I used the word of God.
You know, that is fantastic. What I'm hearing you say is the reason why you have someone define through reinventing who they are is because you no longer want the world to define your clients. You want that person to take the time to visualize who they want to be so that they can then reinvent themselves. Is that right, Amika? I think she's frozen
Yes.
again.
So
Oh,
now number 4,
yes, number four.
write down what places, people you will, help you to reinvent yourself. That will help you. So I went to ballroom dancing and learned how to ballroom dance. I got self-esteem back from there. Down with men. Went jumped into a fashion show. I changed my wardrobe. I changed hairstyle, and I went to counseling for
Mm-hmm.
mental health. And I did some learning of eating right and exercising. And along the way, I dated myself, went to the restaurants and ordered what I wanted and not worried about what a man would want to eat. I learned what I liked. And so along the way, I met people and I stood in my new person that I wanted to be. And I established that person through that process of me writing down the people that I wanted to experience to reinvent that woman. And that's what you see here.
That's amazing. So, what I hear you saying is once you define and decide who you want to be, then you decide how you want to be treated. And the first person to treat you well should be you. Take yourself the places you want to go, do the things that you want to do, and treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. That way, when someone comes along, you can set the pace and help teach them how to prioritize you. Is that right?
You got it right. And learn to appreciate the journey, however easy or hard it is.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. You get all of this all the while learning how to get your patent done under $900 plus get some graphic design work done for your website. That is amazing.
Thank you. I'm just so creative, so I have to put it and make it organized on how I can help you do all of that.
I think that's fantastic. Now, Amika, how can they find you?
Well, on all social media platforms, it's I am Amika the first, and that's Amika aka the T. And you can find my latte collections at Latrine Collection and on social media and my website, adamsthefirst.com.
All right. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, before you leave, tell us one tool that you want everybody to try that will be really helpful for them, and one person they should follow that you are finding very interesting.
One tool is to invest in a journal. It helps you pour out everything and to write the vision and make it plain on your idea or on who you are. And really, whoever you feel as though the person that you inspire to have some of their characteristics of being, I just
Mhm.
recommend you to see what they're doing. I don't want to give you one person for you, but you find that person who you would like to see, how their characteristics are and
Uh-huh.
work on portraying that characteristics like Wonder Woman, so that power and that strength on the inside.
Okay, very well. And what's a tool that you would recommend for everyone?
The tool the tool of utilizing social media and expressing yourself. So
Hmm.
that live button is your tool. I realized post every day of how you're feeling or what things that you love doing, and the people will come.
All right. You know what? I believe that posting every day is a lot like journaling out loud. And so that may be a fun way to start journaling. Amika, it has been an absolute pleasure having you today. Do us a favor, do come back and drop your information in the chat so that everyone can find it.
Thank you so much, Coach, for having me today.
My pleasure. Epic Understanding family, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you back this evening for Nightcap Conversation with Coach Erica Love. We're going to have a lot of fun. It'll be a little bit like a fun card party. When was the last time you went to one of those, family? All right. See you again soon. Bye bye for now.